Beautiful week. And we're wrapping up our season. This is our second last show. So joining me as our first guest is Karen Smith, who's the Executive Director of Thrive Child and Youth Trauma Services here in Hamilton. Karen, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Martinez. It's very nice to be here.
Now, we were talking a little bit about Thrive before we started now on air, and this is an organization that's been in Hamilton now, you said, for over 40 years. Mm-hmm. That's impressive, but a lot of people don't know it as Thrive yet because you recently rebranded. Tell us about that.
That's right. Well, until March 1st of this year, we were known as the Community Child Abuse Council. And effective March 1st, we made the transition to Thrive Child and Youth Trauma Services. It's a much clearer name for people to grasp what we do, and it's a much more welcoming and accessible name for an organization given the clientele that we work with. We had difficulties, quite frankly, with the child abuse name. Not a doorway a lot of families want to walk through.
Yeah.
And counsel as well. Folks thought maybe we were advisory, didn't realize that we actually do clinical trauma treatment work. Yeah. So this is pretty clear cut, and it's aspirational, which is what we really like about it.
Yes.
Talking about thriving children, which is our vision statement. We believe that thriving children create thriving communities. Mm-hmm. So this is what we aim for. Everything's now tied behind that goal, including the name. And it's a much more welcoming, comfortable place for families to come for help.
Yeah, Thrive is a great word. So tell us then, give our audience an understanding of what it is exactly that the organization does.
Mm-hmm. We have a three-part mandate: education, prevention, and treatment. Within a very specialized area over the last several years, which is child sexual abuse. So we have treatment programs for kids and youth who have been sexually abused or who have problem sexual behaviors, and that would include what most folks would understand as sibling incest, but it's intrafamilial sexual abuse, often between brothers and sisters or cousins. We also have, and that's a trauma-based mental health program.
Sure. Yeah.
We also have a trauma treatment program for children and youth who are newcomers to Hamilton, and their trauma doesn't come from abuse. It comes from the kinds of things they've been exposed to. More than 80% of them are refugees. So it's war, it's violence, it's terror, it's the experience of having been through sometimes more than one refugee camp.
Yeah.
So the trauma that they arrive with and the symptoms that they're dealing with and the fairly significant acculturation stress that a lot of them experience. So it's all trauma work. That's the essential component. And then the education and prevention piece is one that you'll see us starting to put more investment into beginning this year. I have to be honest, it's been heartbreakingly difficult to invest even small amounts in the education and prevention work.